Hi foodies, let's get into this deliciousness. So I have some cilantro and minced garlic in there, and I'm adding some mayonnaise. You could use Greek yogurt as well, okay? So we're just making this delicious cilantro lime dressing just to go with our fajitas. You could call it dressing or sauce, just know that it is delicious. It's just gonna add that punch of flavor to your fajitas. So all we're gonna do is just puree this together, okay? And then we would serve it with the fajitas, because you know that it's nice to have that little sauce there to add extra flavor, right? So just puree these in whatever blender, or like if you have a magic bullet, just puree them together. And if you want extra, then you can always double up on the quantity. As I said before, if you want extra, you can always make some more, okay? And, use it the next day. So when I make fajitas at home, I like to have my onions and peppers. Sometimes I'll, toss them with some oil and some salt and pepper. Sometimes I'll just do a little salt. It's whatever you choose. So just drizzle on some oil and add some salt and pepper. If you feel like you want to add some extra seasoning, that's fine too. Now when it comes to the steak, I've used blade, I've used sirloin, I've used flank. So just pick a steak that has a lot of marbling, lots of fat in there, so it's nice and juicy once you grill it. And then I'm just going to put the oil on there and season the steak. Everybody has their preferences when they're seasoning the steak. Sometimes I just use dry seasoning. Sometimes I'll add a little of my Caribbean green seasoning. I'll leave the link in the description for that. This time around I did use some of that and it made it really delicious. So we're going to go ahead and prep this steak. And then we're going to cook it up in the cast iron pan. So guys, you want to make sure the steak is sitting at room temperature for like 30 minutes or less before you put it in the pan. You don't want it straight from the fridge to the pan. So while it sits, I'll do the veggies. So I just have my cast iron pan here. You could use your cast iron grill pan if you want to, or a regular grill. I'm just gonna cook these up, and then sometimes I just keep them warm in like the toaster oven until I'm ready, or I toss them again in the pan when I'm ready to serve the fajitas. So we'll just cook these up and set them aside. Always remember that when you cook these, whether you're using the cast iron pan or the grill pan or grill, you want them to still have some vibrance in color and some crunch. You don't want them to be completely soft, okay? right, same pan, nice and hot. We're gonna add the steak. There's just a little bit of oil in there, and we are gonna be adding this seasoned steak. All right, use your tongs, okay? So put that in there and let it get nice and brown on both sides. I'm just gonna scrape, the rest of the marinade on there. Don't want to waste that nice seasoning, okay? So everybody has their preference when it comes to the temperature of their steak. I like medium well. I'll even tolerate well done. So cook it to your liking, okay? So steaks love butter, guys, and you have to give the steak a lot of love for it to taste really nice. So I'm gonna add some butter, garlic, and some herbs, and then what we're gonna do is just keep spooning this all over the steak, and that's just gonna give it such a wonderful flavor. You know what I mean? Sometimes cooks might just grill the steak, cut it up, that's it. But I find that this step is really important. Even when you're not serving the steak whole, this just adds a lot to the steak. When the steak is done, guys, I want you to allow it to rest for a few minutes before you slice it up. And you're going to see some lines running across. You want to cut against those lines. That's the grain of the steak. If you see those lines on the meat going up, then you're going to cut in the opposite direction. That helps to get it nice and tender. So I will be cutting against the grain and then just cut into thin strips. That's all you need, just thin strips. And this is a little bit of pink because my husband and I prefer when it's not very well done. Okay, that's it, guys. Warm your tortillas if you want to, and then serve that up. You get your cilantro lime sauce out of the fridge. You can add some salsa or sour cream on the side if that's what floats your boat, but we just do a little sour cream with the cilantro lime sauce. The steak slices are on the side, the veggies are over there, and some lime. That's it. Very simple. Okay, I know you're gonna enjoy this. Let me know what you think about that delicious sauce once you try. All right, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to click the like button and subscribe before you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.